Purnamadayo Purnameva Avashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om. All those that are invisible are filled with Brahman. All those that are visible are also fully permeated by Brahman. The whole universe has come out of the whole Brahman. Brahman is still full, although the whole universe has come out of it. Om, peace, peace, peace be unto us all. So we are reading the Shwetashwatara Upanishad, and we are in the chapter 4, and there we got the highest thoughts of Vedanta, talking about that ultimate reality. When there is no darkness, when there is no light, there is nothing which is existence, where does not exist anything. It is only that reality, that undeniable, undecaying light of the effulgent light is permeating everywhere. So those verses we read, and here also we read on the verse number 20, this form does not stand within the range of the senses, talking about the ultimate reality. No one perceives him with the eyes. These eyes cannot see. Those who know him through the faculty of intuition, as thus seated in their hearts, they only become immortal. So they're talking about understanding this reality to be all pervaded, and also to feel that in me is that same intense spiritual power and strength. So that we read that way, and now these are very powerful verses. One can meditate on them. And then last verse we read, Nasandishe tishtati rupamasya. Rupam, its form, its glow, its presence is unthinkable, does not stand within the range of the senses. Senses cannot perceive. We hear in another language, but Upanishad is saying, Nasindase, no sandishe. You cannot see. Dishtati, rupamasya. That any form we see through the eyes. But there is no, his form is such, his eyes cannot see. Nachakshusha pashyati kaschinenam, and eyes cannot see it. It's beyond the range of the senses. But Hrida Manasha, Hrida Hridishtam, that's a beautiful word in many places. It corroborates with our meditation. Hrida, in your, by the mind, Manasha, Hridishtam, by mind, by your heart and mind, emotions and your feelings. Hridishtam, you see that reality inside your own being. Yoenam evam vidu, who understands this reality like this, in this way, te amrite amrita bhavanti, they become immortal. So the only immortality is for that person who understands that it is not an object of the senses. Eyes cannot see it, senses cannot perceive it, but then it is void. Again, the question comes, is it void then? Vedanta does not say it is void, so always it says, then it is that which can be experienced. It is an experiential object, but it is not to be seen or felt by the senses. As I touch this book, I see this light, or I taste with some food in my tongue. It's not like that, but it can be experienced. Anubhuyante, that is the power of anubhuti, experience. That power which is, and where is that? It is everywhere, but it is more precisely is in the heart, because all our feeling and experiences we feel in the heart. This joys we feel in our heart. Pain, someone said something bad, you feel pain. Where do you feel? In your heart. So heart is the center. So that's why, but you can understand this reality in your heart with the fullest content of your heart. So, so that is the idea. Now, then there are some people, some could not approach this truth. Second grade people, ordinary people. They say, oh Lord, oh my God, what is big universe? If the one asteroid hits the earth, what will happen? Oh Lord God, protect me. Thunderbolt comes. Oh God, protect. Tsunami comes. So, Bhiru, they do not know the unity of existence. They are not that developed in the mind. So, Bhiru means they are frightened. Some frightening people who are really in the life's journey, as we are always ordinary people who are not tuned to that cosmic consciousness. Naturally, we are all fearful people. We are all fearful people who live in this world. What will happen? What will happen? What will happen? What is going to happen tomorrow? So all these uncertainties around, and every day we are put into the situation of uncertainty. One uncertainty goes to another uncertainty. No? So in this context, what they so kaschid viru, there are viru, there are people who are bhayarto. Viru means afraid. Viru, kaschid viru, ajato ivo evam. This truth, this cosmic principle of consciousness, which dominates at the background of everything, which is in the heart and in behind everywhere, like the space here said, which cannot be grasped by the eyes and ears and the senses. That truth, they are frightened to. That's why it is called spirituality or religion. That's not. All religion starts with fear. In Hinduism, that's why Vedic religion, you go this type of prayer. And that we will be reading today. Please protect me, O Lord, don't be angry with me. Please forgive me if I have done it out of fear of rod. Not the loving God, but the God with a rod in hand. Yay! If you don't follow, like chastising father. Yeah. In America, probably not much chastising father. India, we had the experience of they will give you some beating. You do this, you do that, and you get this punishment. So here, no, not the loving father, he's my own heart, but he's something separate from me in the cosmic reality. So, oh Rudra, you make me cry. I'm afraid every moment to die and suffering and pleasure and pain. Please, 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 don't kill me, don't protect, don't hurt me, like that. So that's why it said, Kaschit Dhiru, there are some weak or afraid people, Ajato Evo Evam, as the unborn approaches, when that reality approaches in the cosmic form, they they get afraid. And then they say, O He Rudra, O Rudra, Jat te Dakshinam Mukam, Tena Man Pahinitam. What is your benign face? Don't show me your terrible face. Oh, mother, I cannot see it. No. And terrible, terrible face of God, I cannot bear with it. So please don't come, uh, come as a benign form, not as a terrible form. So they pray like that. That's why the turning translation, it says, some means some, etc., refer to the mental attitude of the spiritual aspirant. He experiences a dread for samsara, or the cycle of birth and death. In his helplessness, he looks to God for help and protection, seeing that he is unborn, the only being that is not subject to samsara and therefore capable of helping the individual soul out of his own bounty. So they think that there is a reality, they understand this much, and they feel the suffering of life. They have not advanced that much, that he is in the good, in the bad, and everywhere is that one consciousness. They say, they pray to the cosmic reality in this way, oh Lord, please protect me. Don't frighten me. I cannot bear your uh, what you call the frowning face, no? Like show your benign face. Hmm? That's why Makali's song, when Swami Vivekananda he said that those people who can fearlessly, with courage, once let suffering come, let death come. If one can embrace death, then Mother Kali comes to her. My God. Huh? You want Kali worship? Not benign aspect only. Ha ha ha, my child, protect, protect, protect. Mother comes in the ferocious form. Are you ready? Okay, ma, it is another form of you. Come, come, I welcome you. Then mother dances in the heart. That's a in the beautiful poem, Kali the Mother. There you can find it. That means we want, that's the spiritual growth happens. We want peace, goodness, and all that is mild and sweet and so on. But no, after maturity you will find it's not in the only the good, but what is see the bad, it is also he. It is that reality. So then you transcend both, and then you see in good and bad, in light and darkness. That we read just now. In light and darkness, in happiness, misery, everywhere you will see the one consciousness. No, but that's a very advanced stage. It's again Kaschit Viru, but there are certain people who are afraid of the seeing the Lord's violent forms in the nature, calamity, everything happening every day. We are facing those. Those are also mothers, another form. God in another form. No? So that is the advanced soul can really accept this principle. Most of the time, others are very will be avoiding. So see, so some as I said, those are in the just in the spiritual growth level, moving in the higher direction. They call top class people who can meditate in the heart. That's the sadhana and see inside and outside nothing but that reality. Yeah? But now, those who are not up to that far, then the next grade is this Ajata Eva Kaschid Viru Prapaddate. Prapaddate means approaches the same reality. How? They say, Hey Rudra, Yatte Dakshinang Mukham, that which is your benign face, that which is very compassionate face, loving, caring form, please come in this way. O Rudra, deign to protect me with that benevolent face of thine. Mhm. Just I cannot bear your frightening face too much, It's beyond my capacity. So that way, and they approach, and by mother's grace or by God's grace, here mother, God, I do not know what will you say, is the truth, the Satchidananda, the truth, embodied truth. So Rudra এখানে it's a contrast between the expressions of Rudra and benevolent face. Two faces they are talking about. One is Rudra, the frightening face, and another is the benevolent face. It's striking because Rudra is generally conceived to be a terrible aspect of the deity, having no touch of benevolence. But here, the same truth, you come in the benevolent form. You come in the Rudra form. So this is the point. One God appears, one mother appearing as a loving face, another frightening face. To see, in our life, whatever comes, the same Satchidananda comes to us according to our mental condition in benevolent form, sweet form, loving form, or in the form of frightening form. The passage implies the same deity is both the terrible and the benevolent one, and that too, the true spiritual aspirant, the very face of terror, appears as one of the benevolence. Right, the good devotees, they, when God terrible things happen, They take it very peacefully. His mother say even the same idea. It's God has come in this form. No, oh yeah, Paul Hari Baba. When the snake is approaching, and they say, "Oh, God has sent His messenger." See, Hare, I'll die. A snake is coming to bite me. But he is thinking, the Lord has sent, my beloved Lord has sent me a messenger. How to take me to his? Where is fear? If you feel that you are going back to your Ramakrishna Loka, then you will be fearful. But if it comes a snake to bite, then what will happen? Because of our body consciousness, we will think of the body. That is not pleasing for me. But advanced spiritual soul, that's why I say, whatever happens, that's good. Whatever happens, that's good.
So someone has cancer, for example. The God sent a messenger through cancer. So they should not go for treatment.
That is his choice. He has so much surrender, he will not go. He does not care, depending on the mental condition. And like Vedanta, Ramakrishna Vedanta will say, it is a physical thing, let them doctors take care of that. My spiritual body, I will be in my own self. So his doctors may treat, but he is not there. That's their advanced state. But it depends on. And for ordinary devotees also we find that. Dukkero vese esecho bole tomare nahi dori bohe. Rabindranath Tagore says that you have come in the form of suffering or pain. I will not be great. It will not make me frightened. I know you have come. So if you have come, whether it is sensation of happiness or misery, matters little. So this is a higher state of consciousness. So, but all are not treated. That's why Upanishad suggests that the people who have not attained to that frightened, that situation of equanimity, they can think that it's God, the one reality. But he is in a terrible form, but I cannot bear. Oh Lord, please don't show me your terrible form. Rather, show me your benevolent form. So it is then this passage implies that the same deity is both the terrible and the benevolent one, and that to the true spiritual aspirant, the very face of terror appears as one of benevolence. How many stories are there? Stories of benevolence. The devotees have one way of speaking. Whatever happens, God's grace, no? It is good. Whatever happens in life, good. Huh? That king, that prince got bruised and bleeding, that's also God's will. And when the friend pushed him into the well in the ditch, and he is just surviving, that's also God's will. And that's also good for good. So these are the devotee's angle of view. But Vedanta angle of view will also, student will think, good, that's also good. Bad, that's also good. Because it all comes from the one reality, Satchidananda. In Tamasa level, Sattika level, Rajasa level, manifestation. But if they can recognize the consciousness behind all these apparent uh, contradictions. So here, Ajato Evo. So Swami Lokeshwarananda Maharaj, his translation says, O Rudra, you are immortal. And this is why people frightened by death seek refuge in you. Please turn your gracious face towards me and protect me always. His translation is little different, but the spirit is the same. O Rudra, you are immortal. And this is why people frightened by death, they seek refuge in you. You are immortal all the time there. So please turn your gracious face towards me. Explanation. There are some intelligent, discriminating people who know Brahman to be birthless ajataha. That which is without birth is also without death. In fear, these people take shelter in Brahman. Why they frightened? So they take shelter in Brahman. When this knowing birthless ajata, no birth. Jata means which is birth. Ajato, no birth. So Brahman has no birth. But it is the only reality. Birth means what? One comes out of another. But if it is only one, who will come from where? That's why Brahman is not born. World is born. We are born. We are not here, we come. But it is not Brahman. Brahman is already existing, no question of coming. That's why he is addressed. Ajato. You are Ajato. O Lord God, you are Ajato. You are birthless. You are deathless. Iti evam. You are Ajato. God, please help me. So that which is without birth means that there is no death then. If there is no birth, there is no death. If there is no morning, there is no evening. If there is no 6 a.m., there is no 8 a.m. So it is in the time space. So it is Brahman alone is there. Why are they frightened? These people are frightened, means we ordinary people are always frightened. Why? Because they know they are going to die. That's our fear. We pray more when calamity comes, death comes, old age comes. No? Why? Because I'll die. Major fear of the world is to death. To crawling worm to the highest gods, all are fearful about death. Death is really a frightening thing. I will not be non-existing. What will happen? Tomorrow I'll die. Means what? I'll be non-existing in the world. So, but non-existing of your physical body, oh, that's a different question. When you get confused, then death means death of the body is my death. But death of the body is not the death. Actually, you cannot die because your spirit has no death. So this is because they know that they are frightened because they know they are going to die. It is a healthy sign when you are aware that this life is only for a while. Most people are not frightened. That's also true. Most people are doing all these nonsense things because why? They never think that they will die. They are below level. No, both seems the same. One don't get frightened because of higher understanding. Another also don't get fools. They also are fearless. They do all reckless things and doing all nonsense in the world, thinking I will do this, I will do that, I will do that. And by that time, one day that I will be totally dropped. What has happened to the Babu? Heart attack or brain stroke. Boom. Life support. Nothing happened. So this is the point. They are below level. They think that the death is. They are not careful about that. They are not aware. Life is precious. Life has value. Life is really so uncertain that how long we are here, there is no guarantee of it. So, how to utilize the time? How to utilize my every moment? They become aware. Most of us, even we talk about this, we are not aware. From morning time, all of us here, we are all spiritual seekers. Tell me, how many times we talk? Oh my God, my days are, one day is gone. Ramakrishna used to see now. Ramakrishna used to cry when the sun used to set every day in Dakshineshwar, western horizon, and sit cry, Ma. His cry is for this. Oh mother, another day is gone. You didn't come in my life. I didn't see you still today. Another useless day went away. Huh? He is aware that the day is gone. It will never come back. Today's 10 o'clock in the morning is not going to come back in my life anymore. Even 2 minutes ago, that time will not come back to us again. So every split second is going away. how we utilize it. So we are not aware. So they are happy. Ignorance is bliss. Huh? All are dancing in the death dance, but not aware of that. I am very happy. The only problem is door in between. Uh, Little awareness has come and little truth we have heard. So that's the problem for them. Because one, ignorant people dancing, that's perfect. Kill, do whatever you like. That is the. And another person beyond all this duality, who sees it is all God's play going on, nothing. So he is also different. And in between those who are, that is the struggling period. So we should have to be those type of people. That is the question. It is the healthy sign. When we are aware of this life is only for a while. Most people are not frightened. They are not frightened because they are ignorant. They are happy in the delusion that they will never die. Once the great King Yudhishthira was asked, what is the most wonderful thing in this world? If anyone asks, what is the most wonderful thing in the world? Yudhishthira was a wise person. He said, Ahani ahani bhutani gachanti jamalayanam. Ahani ahani means every moment we see. You go in the cemetery, the line is blocked. We cannot take more. This body will be cremated on after 20 days. Well, why? Queue. The line is full. One will get burned, then another will enter. No. So the funeral place is very busy, engaged. So there is the line. So therefore, the ahoni ahoni bhutani, every day, every moment, people are dying. Gachanti jama alayam, jamasya alayam, yama, god of death, his home. But people see but don't see. This is the most striking, astonishing thing. What is the most astonishing thing in life is this is the astonishing thing. We see before our eyes our dearest, nearest people just left. We crocodiles cry, we do one day, 2 day, ha ha hoo. No. Oh my God, God, how and delusion again sweeps away everything. And we are happy. We can start dancing, singing again. And many people don't even have that, even for a day. They're so engrossed in some other thing. So here it is that question. What most wonderful thing in this world? He answered, most wonderful thing is that though we see people dying all around us, we think we will never die. Eh, we will never die. So the ignorant people thinks in one way. Brahma can also think, I never die. I'm deathless. Either you should be a good fool or a good illumined person. In between, we are in trouble all the time. So it is said that is the Yudhishthira's great statement. What is the most astonishing thing in the world? That we are seeing every day death. But still, I think I will be. And there are many people in hospice and other areas we hear. Terrible condition. Doctors are saying we cannot do anything. But that person wants to live more. Thinking, I living means in this body I should be here. But body is failing. Body has some organs, no? It is a machine. Machine sometimes collapses. It will collapse. It was a fresh machine, a new engine. When a baby is born, everything is bright and everything. And that also they are getting disease also. But anyhow, hope that is a fresh engine. A new car from the workshop. But now come out and then deteriorates, and it will go. It is bound to go. So this is the Maya. So this is the Maya. The most wonderful thing is that though we see people dying all around us, we think we'll never die. This is Maya. There are few people, however, who recognize that this world is ephemeral, that everything seems to slip through their fingers. They see that time is passing and death is coming. It may come tomorrow or even today, and they become frightened. They want to know the supreme truth. They want to know how to get beyond death, how to attain that which has neither birth nor death. So they turn to Brahman and say, save us, show us the way, how we can get rid of this delusion. Please be kind to us and turn your favorable, joyful face towards us. We are frightened. Please look after us always and protect us. Huh? So that is the prayer. Normally we do, oh Lord, please help me. Yeah? They don't say Brahman, but they give them different name. Oh Lord Christ, give me. Oh Mother Mary, do that. Oh Ram Krishna, you do that. Oh Mother Kali, do that. Oh Mother Durga, I am your child, please protect. This is the prayer goes on. Only different names they utter, but the same ideal spirituality continues. Shankara says that if we meditate on God, His His face gives us joy. The more we think of God, the happier we are. So if we propitiate Him, meditate on Him, and adore Him, we will become filled with joy. So why to that's why prayer also has a value, and Upanishad is directing us. Are you which state? In the transcendental state? Then you need not have to do anything. But you are in the middle, then pray also. Intellectually, you say Brahman is here, Brahman is there, but in practical life, you fail all the time. Therefore, you say, Oh Lord, please show me your benevolent, kind form and face so that I can see you more distinctly. That's why Shankara says, whenever we pray like that, that means we connect with the divine, then what happens? His face gives us joy, it makes us heart pure. And the more we think of God in this process, even by prayer, then the happier we are. So if we propitiate Him by our prayers, meditate on Him, and adore Him, then we will be filled with joy. Let me go to the Shankara's own, what he says, Ajata Yuva. Since you are birthless, Ajata, therefore some terror-stricken persons take refuge in you. Kaschit Bhiru Prapaddate. Prapaddate means Saranagata. They take refuge in you. Then Rudra, oh Rudra, protect me forever throughout that face of yours which is benign. So you can come to mind. This is a very straight meaning also. They are praying, oh Rudra, you come with your benign face before me. I can meditate on that so that my mind will be then purified and will be in joy. Then the fear will go away. When fear goes away, when cheerfulness comes. That's why there is one method. There is a method of purifying the mind. How? It says you can keep the mind in cheerfulness. How? You murmur. You can sing some song internally. Ramakrishna is to always keep. That's why he's a tool. In the midnight, you see Ramakrishna is clapping his hand and sometimes singing to himself. Singing with such spiritual songs, spiritual ideologies, that keeps the mind cheerful. And when the cheerfulness comes, it conducive to meditation. So, so it says that running translation, since you are the birthless reality, therefore some terror-stricken persons take refuge in you. O Rudra, protect me forever through that face of yours. Protect me how? Through that face of yours which is benign, which is smiling, which is comforting. The word iti is used in causative sense. Iti, since you are indeed ajata birthless, devoid of characteristics of birth, old age, hunger, and thirst. All else is destructible and full of misery. Therefore, I, Kaschit, who am alone under the control of another, because I am such a person, I am alone, I am struggling alone, and I am under the control of another means my mind. I am under the control of my mind, and the control of my emotions, my passions. So I am not free. We are all bound by that, no? We are bound by our passions, our desires, our subtle imperfections which are inside. We are bound by that and we are guided by that. So being who am alone and under the control of another, being bhuri, terror-stricken by the world, beset with birth, old age, death, hunger, thirst, sorrow, delusion. They take refuge in you alone. Oh, someone, oh, Kaschit, oh, I do not know who are you. You are form, you are formless, you are God, you are goddess, whatever. Oh, you, impersonal way of approaching God. And those who say that I don't like form, they can use this terminology. Oh, Kaschit, I do not know who you are. You are Saguna or Nirguna, Sakara or Nirakara, or whatever you may be. Oh, you, who you are, what you do. Oh, Kaschit, someone like myself, proper they take refuge. But the verb is used in the third person singular. So Rudro, O Rudro, Pahi, protect, Mam, me, Nittam, forever. They know through that Mukham face of yours. Which is that face? Which is Dakshinam, benign, which fills one with enthusiasm, which gives joy when meditated upon, on, or protect me through that face which exists on the right side. Okay? So this is a good prayer, and also it is a good necessity in our life because we are in the middle stage. We are not in the stage of total ignorance. We are aware that life is momentary. We'll have to utilize our time for good cause. Huh? We can, because the clicking of the moment goes on. So how you utilize this day is gone. It will never come back, and it can create negative impact if you don't do the positive thing now. What you are putting in your mind, if you become outgoing, if you become unlike other ignorant people, you want to join their party, then what will happen? Your mind will be polluted in that color more and more. Not only does the progress, we retard our journey. So one should be careful about that. Twofold aspect. If we pray like this, meditate like this, oh Lord, please, you are the only, I do not know who you are. You are Saguna, you are Nirguna, you are in the form or formless, I do not know. But you, please show your benign face. Show your benign face, protect me so that my mind become full of joy, thinking of you. So if we do that, our joy is increasing means our life is blooming towards light. And if we don't do what happens, negative things it takes a will on the negative direction. The bad samskaras, bad thoughts, all will be again deposited in the mind. Like as a result, we'll have to wipe out that again. It is your responsibility. No one will do for you. Guru can give us mantra. Guru says, Dila, Ami jani je mantra. Guru says in the gospel, Ramakrishna says, Guru says, Ami jani je mantra. That mantra I know. Dilam tore সেই মন্ত্র. I have given you that mantra. এখন মন তোর. Now the mind, rascal mind is yours. You have to handle your mind. Beautiful idea. আমি জানি যে mantra, the mantra I know, Ramakrishna says, I know what mantra for redemption, for our Ishta mantra. Okay? That I give you. Dilam tore I gave you that mantra, that very secret, very precious gem. Now it is you. Mourn, it is door. It is yours. Oh, my mind, it is yours. You rascal mind, handle it. How will you utilize it or not utilize it or keep it in very precious thing? What we do? We put in most of the present day women, probably they do that. All the gold ornament and jewelry, they don't use in their body. It remains in the vault, the safe vault. Huh? Good, you have some safe vault, but you don't use it for your purpose. So use yourself. This precious mantra, it can be kept in the safe vault. It will not get lost, but it will work at certain time. But by that time, the mind is more polluted with something, so negativity will come. Therefore, no, turn it opposite way so that it cleans. Thinking, praying. Praying is a big power. And this, when you pray to the effulgent self, that is also Vedantic way of thinking, Upanishadic thinking. Now, the last verse of this chapter 4 is in the 22 verse. So 22 verse, what it says? मानस्तुके तनये मानस्तुके तनये मानो आयुंषि मानो आयुंषि मानो गोषु मानो गोषु मानो अश्वेषु मानो अश्वेषु रीरिषाः रीरिषाः Biran me, Biran ma, not me, Biran ma, ma, Norudro, Bhamito, Bodhir Havisman, Bohir Havisman, Anta, Sadamit, Sadamit, Twa Hava Mahe, Twa Hava Mahe. These are Vedic Sanskrit, very Vedic. So we are not very much familiar with this. It is little, that's why it's difficult. But anyhow, Manastoke tanaye ma no ayugumsi. In respect of his children, tanaye, in respect of his grandchildren, tanaye. Ayushi, in respect of life. Gosu means in respect of cattle. Aseshu, in respect of the horses. No, as ma rorisi. It is coming to another level. Middle person, the other verse is for the middle person who is knowing that God, Lord, don't come before my life in a violent form. I want your benign form, please loving form, sweet form. Now here is one step down. So don't injure my cattle, don't injure my home, protect my horses, protect my cattle, protect my child, protect my grandson, protect my wife. Like that, all the prayers, it is going down another level. That means it is saying that also is a process to move from one level to the other level. So it says, Maharorishi, don't injure, oh Lord, don't injure. May not injure, and that in my injure us not to our children, who are our children. I am your children, or you don't destroy our children, or don't destroy me, your child, whatever way. Grandchildren, life, nor in respect of cows and horses. Do not destroy our heroes. Mano Gosumas. Biran. Bira means those are powerful people and they are fighters. Bir protects the innocent people. Don't destroy them. Destroy our heroes in your anger, O Rudra. We invoke you always with offering. Oh, I am offering this gift to you. Please, please help. It is like give and take relationship, as we normally do. All the Hindu temples you go, thousands of people are flocking around there with a packet in hand, with some sweets and fruits and incense, no, and garland. And what they are saying? He's giving, oh ma, give me this, give me that, give me that. I am giving you this, you give me that. At least, at least he's going to God to ask for anything what they want. No. So here he says, injure us not in respect of children, grandchildren, and life, nor in respect of cows and horses. Do not destroy our heroes in your anger, O Rudra. We invoke you always with offering. Havamohe. Havamohe means we are offering some oblation, ghee. So you please help us. As we say, they give us devotion, knowledge. Here he says, give us this wealth, prosperity. Don't uh, take away my beloved things. So note says, this is a prayer for the prosperity of the whole world, which depends upon our effort to live a divine life. Effort in this direction is the best offering. Heroes means all those who struggle valiantly to make themselves and their life pleasing to the Lord in spite of the heavy obstacles put in their way by Maya. Now we'll read the verse translation of Swami Lokeshwaranandaji. He says, O Rudra, please do not be angry. His translation is more very simple, down to the earth. O Rudra, please do not be angry with us and hurt us or our sons, our grandsons. Even if we are 100 years old, even if we are old people, don't hurt us. Man, I live longer, more than 100 years, still the desire to live. And don't hurt our children, don't hurt our horses, don't hurt our cows, don't hurt our elephants. That means all the animal world I live with, all the friends and relations, keep everyone protected. Do not kill our cattle, horses, and our powerful servants. With oblation in hand, we pray to you, seeking your protection. So, this is the running meaning. Now, this verse is somewhat of a contrast. So long our prayer has been for supreme knowledge. Now the prayer is more mundane. The idea is, O Rudra, we may commit mistakes. We may not be able to worship you in the right manner. But please do not take offense. Do not harm our family, our servants, or our property. What do we know about you? We may have unknowingly offended you, but please do not be angry. We offer oblation to please you. So this is the normal life. Those who are God-loving people, they pray like that. That's nothing bad. Sometimes we may refer that, oh, in the temple they are going and praying for mundane thing. Mundane thing is they are going to God. That's a great thing. You go in any church, how many lamps you will find before Mother Mary? Mary's corner, full of light. And you see most of the people are going and praying more. Mother Mary responds quickly rather than Father. That's why this side is more. So why has the idea of dualism been included here? We are talking about non-dual truth here, as if it's praying to the duality. You see, before we can attain supreme knowledge, we are on the relative plane. So we have to start from where we are. We are in the relative level, we are in the level of duality. So from this level, let us go step by step up. That's why he says, you see, before we can attain supreme knowledge, we are on the relative plane and we are conscious that we have a body. That is why we cannot dispense with dualism altogether. If we have been able to overcome our attachment to the body, then we are free. But if we are still attached to the body, there is no use in pretending that we are one with Brahman. As long as we are on the relative plane, we have to recourse to dualism, to worship and prayer. Dualism means you, as you are little individual, so pray to God. pray to the divine. But we must remember that our goal is non-dualism. We are using dualism as a step to reach non-dualism. So this is the last verse, and I will read the Shankara's commentary, and then it will be already the same, but please little precise more. So Shankara says, please do not bring distraction to our son and grandson. Do not bring distraction to our life. Do not bring distraction to our cattle. Nindu's cattle. Nowadays, what will you say?
Bank account.
Bank account, bank balance. Do not bring distraction to our horses. Building horses, money, cars, good cars, Rolls-Royce cars. O Rudra, being angry, do not kill our courageous servants, those who are protecting the home or the country. We always invoke you, thus with oblation. So that is the running translation. And Ma means do not, please do not. Reissue being distraction. This is to be supplied everywhere. No toke to our son. No toke. Toke never, the old Sanskrit. Son means toke. Yes. And Tanai, grandson. Tanai, grandson. Do not bring distraction, no ayushi to our life. Do not bring distraction, no goshu to our cattle. Do not bring distraction, no asresu to our horses, to our livestock. And O Rudra, bhamitaha, being angry, ma badihi, do not kill, badhi, baddha, badkar. No, our Maran courageous servants. Why? Because Havamahe, we invoke Twa, you, Sadam, always, thus, Havismate, with oblation. So being possessed of oblation, that is to say, we always invoke you for protection. So we offer our oblation, please protect our mundane life also. Spiritual life cannot go and be thought about unless mundane life, day-to-day life becomes simple. No, when you can meditate, when your life is tolerably balanced. No, if there is too much suffering, too much problem, too much anxiety, too much bombing, too much scary things going on around, you cannot do meditate that time. So there should be some healthy situation. So mind should be, that's why we are praying, oh Lord, give us the congenial environment so that we can call upon you, and gradually calling, our mind will be purified, and the mind purification will lead us to the seeing God in the good, and then it will come a position, good and bad, all your faces, everywhere you are. Okay, so we end here. That is the end of our chapter 4. We'll start next day, chapter 5. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sri Ram Krishna Panamastu.
Tomorrow Medhananda will read
Hmm?
Patanjali.
I could hear.
Medhananda will read Patanjali Yoga Sutta.
Oh, tomorrow?
Tomorrow,
Oh,
Wednesday,
no? Why?
Gospel. You will give.
I'll give gospel. Tomorrow, gospel. So I'll be here to read gospel, okay? Thank you all. So, anything more? 2-3 minutes are there. Nowadays, no question on the online. People are all fully saturated. So good. We get the Upanishadic instructions, inspiration. That's why it is said that read every day some inspirational thing. called, there is a invocation time in India. Students used to go to teacher's home. In early days, that was the system. The boy, parents will send their child and they will learn everything and Vedas and chanting and mantras and all the guidance. And then they finish their convocation. And in convocation, they say this prayer. Oje, Pitri Devo Bhavo, let mother be your goddess. Pitri Devo Bhavo, father be your god. Like that. And there is a Shraddhayo Pravachanabhyam Nak Pramoditavyam. Don't forget take an oath. You are now leaving the institution. Don't think you have finished your all education. Shraddhayo, everyday study these scriptures which you have read. Sahasra Sirsha Purusha Sahasraksha Sahasra. Read that. One day you will find, oh, Sahasra, he is in thousands of heads. You can suddenly stand in the middle of downtown and see thousands of it. Oh, Sahasra Sirsha Purusha. It may click in your heart. No? So Shraddhayo, read again, every day read and memorize them. Shraddhayo. And Pravachana, when you get opportunity to discuss with that others. Ma pravadita, never forget. Pramad means forget. Never forget this as your spiritual student, that you are going back from the university or my teaching class means that you have known everything. No. Now you have to apply in life. Therefore, Shraddhayo, every day study the scriptures. That's why it is very important to study. As I said, this class is boring class. And the same Atman, same Brahman, same Rasagula, same no sweetness in it. Atman, Brahman, momentariness, fragile, this, that. How much to hear? We know all these things. But there is no other way. You have to listen again and again and again and again. That is the only way. Sadhayo, pravachanabhyam. That pravachana means when you discuss and give classes or talk with each other. Ma prabodhitabham. Never ever forget that. So these are the instructions given. And actually, that's our good use, lifelong struggle to remind us again and again and again and again. Okay, thank you all. Jai Ma. Oh, now, Mr.
Em,